They both sat on the bench in each other's abode, watching the darkness win the battle with the light in the sky. A cool breeze added the sweetness to the evening. Such a pleasant evening, isn't it? Why don't you say something romantic now? She asked him. Why do you always mock me? You know I am bad with words. He exclaimed. I thought you would try this time. Do you know? My best friend's boyfriend daily writes a poem to her. Can't you write at least one for me? She sighed. Is he jobless or what? He joked. She glared at him. Okay, sorry. But this isn't fair. Everyone's has their own way of conveying love. I may be bad at words, but my actions will definitely speak. She gave up and said, try to learn to be romantic during your 2-year stay in States. So are you asking me to date another girl there to learn to be romantic? He asked as he laughed. I will kill you if you ever thought of another girl. Anyway, no one's gonna dare to date you after knowing you. I must be given the best girlfriend award for being with you all these years. She marked him back. Unknowingly, they both turned that evening romantic. After a few weeks, he had gone for his master's, and she joined in her job. Soon both of them got busy, but they made sure that didn't stop from loving each other. But fate had other plans. One day, she was driving from her work when she met with an accident. The next time she woke up, she was on the hospital bed with her parents and her best friend on her side. She tried to speak, but no voice came out. Confused, she did it again, but to no avail. Still not giving up, she mustered all her energy to cry out, but silence was the only answer. Later she learned that the accident had damaged part of her brain, rendering her mute and deaf. After a few days, when she was discharged, she checked her Facebook to see the inbox flooded with messages from him asking her what happened. With a heavy heart, she blocked him on all platforms, changed her number. She made her best friend promise not to respond to him. It's been 3 years since she shifted to her hometown along with her parents. She learned the sign language and started teaching in the school for the special. One day, she was visited by her best friend. After their usual pleasantries, she asked her about the purpose of the visit. In reply, her friend pulled out a card and gave it to her. Confused, she looked at it to realize it was a wedding invitation. She opened it to see his photo in the groom's page. Her heart ached as she slowly caressed his photo with her fingers. Controlling herself, she tried to return the card to her friend, not having the strength to check about the bride. But a cool breeze helped her as it flipped the pages to reveal the bride page. It was blank silver page. Puzzled, she looked closely at the page as she saw her reflection on it. She quickly understood the reference and looked up to see him standing at the doorstep. He slowly walked towards her, looking intently at her shocked face. Her eyes welled up with tears as he knelt before her. He pulled out a ring from his pocket and conveyed this to her in sign language. With your permission, I would like to become your voice and sound. Her legs couldn't hold her any longer as she collapsed on her knees. This reminded her of that day when he said that his actions will convey his love better than his words. She hugged him tightly as she cried her heart out for keeping him away. In the end, she accepted his proposal, and they lived happily ever after.